Come see us on tour in Dallas, Austin, Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohoes, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for the link for the cheapest tickets. Trump has taken over the Treasury Department, or Elon Musk. Career Treasury officials are breaking the law every hour of every day by approving payments that are fraudulent or do not match the funding laws passed by Congress. This needs to stop now. So this is that people are going nuts over this. I mean, the Treasury has not been rocked this hard since Goldfinger in 1964. I miss the old days when James Bond was just beginning to go bald. Remember those days? So Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, is going to take over the U.S. Treasury. So just as an experiment, rather than saying what could possibly go wrong, why not say what could possibly go right?
Hey, he's not the richest man in the world. I don't know why people keep saying that.
But and the answer could be, what could go right is that he could find everybody skimming from us for their own benefit and toss them out. And I'm going to guess, just off the top of my head, that Elon Musk has a pretty good set of accountants working for him. I'm just going to guess.
Yeah.
So Robbie Starbuck says the highest-ranking Treasury official, David A. LeBrick, is resigning. So the highest Treasury official is resigning rather than complying with a request by DOGE for access to audit, where they've spent trillions of dollars a year.
It's nothing suspect.
Why would career bureaucrats fear an audit by Elon Musk and DOGE to see where we can save money? Well,
Deep state, that's why. Deep state front, that's why.
That's right. Ellie Likes Data says, well, these are not illegal payments or money laundering. These are foster care, Head Start,
child trafficking,
mental health clinics, and substance abuse prevention. Lutheran Community Services get contracted by the state to run these programs for them. He would be shutting down all social services.
Oh, we have such great social services. That's why I live in a hobo town in Austin, where I got threatened to shoot people in the face because they're going to come in your yard and take your stuff. Because there's so much social programs.
So, because America is number one when it comes to mental health clinics.
What the hell are they talking?
Ellie,
do you like data?
You're doing a bang-up job. I mean, you're literally banging up America. But that's what Eli Likes Data says. Less than half, 18 of these programs are for refugees and only for children and employment support. The other 24 of the awards are just the state funds that cover social services.
Yeah, they're doing a bang-up job.
Bang-up job.
You mean like the homeless problem in L.A. they threw $23 billion at, and now we can't find the billion and it's filled with homeless? That kind of...
Musk and Trump's extraordinary abuse of power to face legal challenges. That's what they're saying.
Oh, I think they got the blackmail files, so those legal challenges are going to go down just like the tariff bluff. I think that they took over something big, and now all these punks are, watch, you're going to hear all these, we're going to stop them, and you see a fat chick sing a song about it, and he ain't going nowhere.
Elon Musk and President Donald Trump, in the name of cost-cutting, are taking an axe to government agencies, including the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, General Services Administration, and the most recently, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Trump, that's a good one. I like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, even though corrupt Elizabeth Warren is involved in that. It does a lot of good. Trump is clearly taking an expansive view of his powers, but the courts will likely determine the end game. So they're trying to scare you that the guy who got elected to do the thing he's doing, that somehow that's scary. So
none of the things.
Again, let's wait and see how it works out. Let's see if they end up cutting services that actually are needed. I'm sure we'll be aware of it and we'll protest it.
And I'll run my mouth real loud about it.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, all these agencies that might have a nice sounding name to them have been infiltrated by corrupt psychopath deep state people, and they got to be rooted out. That was real the whole time, and now they got to pay. And so you're going to see all this. Oh, but what about the USAID? What about all the good they do? Yo, it doesn't matter what system we got until we root out the lizard people. Got it?
And whatever you do, don't cancel the grants to artists who take a shit on canvas and display it at an art gallery for moneyed idiots to pretend they understand what's going on.
Hunter Biden, his paintings were
Hunter
Biden,
Biden, I think. So here's this Jamie Raskin, who's just a swamp creature, with very little parallel. And here's what he has to say about it.
Elon Musk, you may have illegally seized power over the financial payment systems of the United States Department of Treasury, but you don't control the money of the American people. The United States Congress does that under Article 1 of the Constitution.
And you've been doing a horrible job about it.
And just like the president who is elected to something cannot impound the money of the people, we don't have a fourth branch of government called Elon Musk. And that's going to become...
Do you see how much they don't want oversight and people looking through the books? That's what I hear.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Just like vaccines. You're going to take away vaccines. No, I just wanted to look at your books.
No.
How would that take away the vaccines? No, you can't. You're trying to take away vaccines.
So Elon Musk vows to cancel grants after gaining access to U.S. Treasury system. System disperses trillions of dollars in U.S. government spending each year, including Social Security. Well, wait, I'm not talking about. So we'll see if so they're trying to make you think he's going to cut Social Security. Maybe he's gonna, but we'll know. I guess let's let this see what happens.
Also, I think Trump's in charge of Elon and not the other way around.
That's not the other way.
Trump's
exactly
not
right.
for cutting Social Security, and I think you're trying to make us scared to protect the other CIA fronts.
Elon Musk. So when Elon Musk talked about this before, him and Vivek on Twitter, we ripped him for trying to cut Social Security.
And he walked it back.
Elon Musk has vowed to unilaterally cancel hundreds of millions of dollars worth of government grants after apparently gaining access to review the U.S. Treasury's vast payment system, a move that prompted the sudden resignation of one of the department's most senior officials.
And where's that senior official going to go next?
Good riddance.
Guilty. That means you did something.
Good riddance.
Guilty.
The world's richest man. See how they always write this? They always try to couch this in the most negative way. Who bankrolled...
You don't get to know who the most richest man is. Everybody who's saying that about Elon. You would never know the name of the most richest man. Do you think you would get to? You don't
But I love how they say this. They go, the world's richest man who bankrolled Donald Trump's re-election campaign. So let's say Kamala Harris ran it. Would you say Reid Hoffman, one of the richest men in the world, who bankrolled Kamala Harris's campaign? You never said that. You never said that about Joe Biden, George Soros, who bankrolled. You never said any of that.
Don't even bring up Soros.
The only time this is a problem now is when a disruptor got elected. That's the only time this is a problem.
Right. Trump won in a landslide, so no one's mad at Elon for bankrolling him. You losers.
So Musk is tasked by the president with running the cost-cutting Department of Government Efficiency, posted on his social media site Twitter that he was rapidly shutting down illegal payments after a list of grants to Lutheran organizations was posted online. And by the way, Lutheran organizations are about as close to Martin Luther as the Klan is to Jesus Christ. But anyway, I don't know that for sure, but that's a good joke. The threat came after Musk appeared to confirm on Saturday that DOGE had access to the Treasury system, which disperses trillions of dollars in payments, including Social Security payments. He justified the move by claiming his team discovered that payment approval officers at Treasury were instructed always to approve payments, even to known fraudulent or terrorist groups. So that's why these people they didn't want to give him the keys to that's what this is.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to scare people with Social Security like they did with all the other things? These scumbags have been stealing the money. America's more corrupt than Ukraine. Just so everybody knows. Ukraine, the most corrupt country in Europe, has nothing on America. And I don't think they can openly say the level of depravity these scumbags were doing because they're afraid people will drag them in the streets. So they're going to just cut funding and stuff, but this stuff's coming out. I think it is coming out. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch moron Hollywood friends of mine have to accept it.
I, for one, would be much more comfortable, Kurt, knowing that we are paying the terrorists, so that way we can threaten to fire the terrorists if they piss us off.
Yeah. Boy, we've been funding terrorists. Does Israel know, our best friend?
The system has been run by career civil servants. And the Treasury already had an in-house team. Already. Oh, there already isn't any fraud? Really? They already have an in-house team tasked with identifying fraud. They already have this.
Yeah, I bet.
So then why would you be afraid of someone else taking a look at your already looked over stuff?
Because you did a great job.
Because you did a great job. It's like Bill Gates saying, we don't want to have a vaccine commission. Why? What would you find out? That vaccines are safe and effective, right? And everybody would have more confidence in the vaccines. Why would you be afraid to look into vaccines? If they're going to, all they're going to find out, why would you be afraid to have someone look into your accounting if it's already been looked into and it's all on the up and up?
Oh, because of fascism or something. Oh, because Trump is... No, he won an election. Everybody wants them to do this to you, you scum.
A source with knowledge of the situation, Kurt, said that DOGE representatives did not have the authority to actually cut payments, only to read the data. So they don't even
read it to me.
So they're afraid that they're just going to read the data and someone's going to find out.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
A lot more will get cut than payments if we find out what you did, right, punks?
Senator Ron Wyden, the top-ranking Democrat on the Senate Finance Committee, has said his office has been told the Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent had granted DOGE full access to the system.
Oh, so it's like my cell phone that they all have full access to whenever they want.
Social Security and Medicare benefits grants, payments to government contractors, including those that compete directly with Musk's own companies. All of it, he said. Good. He has written to Bessent demanding answers on Musk's access, saying, I can think of no good reason why political operators who have demonstrated a blatant disregard for the law would need access to these sensitive mission-critical systems. Well, if he doesn't have the ability to cut the payment, you just don't want anybody to see. So that just goes to show you how crooked this whole government... You think your government isn't crooked?
Let's remember what we were told when we found out they spy on us. If you got nothing to hide, you got nothing to fear.
Musk's comments came after David LeBrick, who had spent more than 36 years doing corrupt stuff inside the government, that's my editorial, and had briefly run the Treasury while Bessent was awaiting confirmation, resigned abruptly.
Flee the country too, scumbag.
LeBrick was responsible for overseeing the operation of the department's financial infrastructure. Lock him up. The extent of DOGE's access to the payment system appeared to be laid bare on Sunday by Musk, who responded to a post on Twitter that contained a spreadsheet showing payments to a number of Lutheran charities. The spreadsheet was posted by Mike Flynn, Trump's former national security advisor, who was pardoned in 2020 after pleading guilty to lying about his contacts with Russians because he was entrapped.
Those charities, I'm going to bet right now, whatever you want, that those charities traffic kids, because as soon as I hear Mike Flynn come up, who is deeply involved, that's a trafficking thing, I promise you.
So here's what General Mike Flynn said. Now it's the Lutheran faith. The use of religion as a money laundering operation must end. Lutheran Family Services and affiliated organizations receive massive amounts of taxpayer dollars, and the numbers speak for themselves. These funds total billions of American taxpayer dollars. Here are just a few of the recent grants awarded pre-Robert Kennedy Jr. by the Department of Health and Human Services. Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Services, $367 million. Lutheran Social Services of the South, Inc.
Drug trafficking.
$134 million. Lutheran Services Florida, $82 million.
That's both trafficking humans and drugs.
There are many more organizations cashing in on our hard-earned money. These entities are receiving huge sums, which raise serious questions about how taxpayer funds are being spent and who's benefiting. It's time to hold these organizations accountable. American taxpayers deserve transparency. Enough is enough. And there is much more where these screenshots below came from.
Oh, they're about to release a lot of information.
Yeah.
That's what this means.
And so
I know what Flynn's involved in.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of payments. $75 million, $2 million, $76 million, $23 million, $140 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you find out adrenochrome's real?
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the Lutherans believe that it is much better to receive than to give. In case you were thinking that one religion had the corner on greed. That's all.
Yeah. Think of all the people writing stupid stuff about the Jews in the comments. And did you know the Lutherans do this? Your religion's bad too, everyone. They're all in on it.
Musk responded saying the DOGE team is rapidly shutting down these illegal payments. It is unclear whether the billionaire, who has yet to take an official role within government, would have the legal authority to do so.
Oh, man. No wonder Bill Clinton was staring death at Joe Rogan.
No wonder.
Yeah, he's going through withdrawals, that guy.
Isn't it weird to think? Well, we have to see how this all plays out. To me, I like it that things are being disrupted and all the worst people in the world are afraid right now.
It's great.
I like that. I like that.
Well, let's all enjoy it until, the Jesuit wing of the deep state takes over, which won't be good. But until then, let's all laugh together at these scumbags getting what they deserve.
Come see us on tour in Dallas, Austin, Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohost, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for the link for the cheapest tickets.